Last time on Nier Automata. For a long time it stumped me how they could do this, and I realized they're machines. They can just, like, lock their joints. They're not human. Yeah, they just birthed
An android?
that.
No, this is a machine.
Because he has no nads, he's definitely not a human. It's an amusement park with a giant love heart cut out in the center up there. This place looks so good. It's so eerie because it's something that should be dead and deserted brought back to life in a very inhuman way. It's so well done.
Affirmative.
Go!
A little bit of a vision there. I wonder what that was about. Because there is no day-night cycle, and there is no nighttime. Like how all their lights are off. Like, it's not green, it's not red, it's not yellow, it's just off. I don't like the theme of this place. I find it really annoying.
Well, what do you think?
He just started transmitting to us directly.
Now do you believe we're not a threat?
Your mouth can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's technically accurate. Yes, well, you're free to visit our village whenever you like.
And visit it we shall, because that is our next location. Because we have to take the fuel filter, the viscous oil to Pascal for the next, to continue the main story. What's this over the left? I think, oh right, that's the little sister side quest I started. Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. We're not bothering with side quests right now. Again, that's probably going to be something I save for probably a side episode later. I do like that there is no fast travel. So you just have to walk through this already beautiful world. And it's so expansive. Like, there's no limit on how far you can see. They just make it... I spoke too soon. But no, even then, what's out there is just desert, so you physically can't see what's beyond there. But what you can see doesn't really have a limit. There's either limits of the actual world size itself, like over there you can't really see much because there's nothing over there. But what you can see is the expanse of the world, and they do a good job of showing like great distances and vastness. It's very, very nice. Like, I can see that castle over there. I think that's a castle. Looks like it's made of stone. Yeah, you can see the peaks of it right there. Right where the red pod is. Right there. Oh yeah, these are the guys I was talking about. So these guys sell weapons. And upgrade them. I learned how to make weapons from a legendary swordsmith in the forest. We should come to the village. So yeah, while they don't fight and don't use weapons, they still sell them for some reason. Oh, you brought me some high viscosity oil. Anemone is just so kind and understanding. Hold on. Okay, we're good. If only all androids and machines could live in peace together like this. I reordered the words, but same message. Never gonna happen. I guess not, but I'd appreciate it if you could help out some other machines as well, though. Hope Nightnest really didn't like that.
Way to understand
want is to get to know them.
That's true.
Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
Yep, I had a feeling this was the
What's
section
that
that's coming.
noise?
2B, this is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All Yorha units should proceed and engage immediately.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it.
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort.
2B.
Ah,
Command is deploying
shit.
new flight units for us. They
Oops.
just sent the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
I was trying to say, I like that you can see the fighting in the air. Like, the machines are firing into the air as the Yorha units are coming down. Similar to how 2B's unit was struck down as they were approaching the factory. Yeah, what's the only Goliath-class enemy we've seen? 'Cause I can only think of one. I wonder what it would be. I'm trying to foreshadow. Let me go through this way. So basically we need to go back to where we started, the city ruins part. Also, they didn't
The
quite...
flight units should be on the roof of that building up ahead.
Yeah, see,
It'll
look,
be
the Yorha
dangerous,
units, the flight
but we're not
units.
going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs.
Yeah.
We should be careful.
There's Yorha flight units around, and yeah, this is a giant Goliath that we fought in the beginning of the game. And there's two of them. There's one here, and then there's one over in that direction over there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they didn't quite put a black and white filter over it to make it look all ashy. They sort of just desaturated the entire screen, because you can still see, like here, there's like a tiny amount of green in it, but it's very whitewashed to give it that smoky, ashy look from all the destruction. Because imagine how much dust this thing would kick up. It's easily like 8 stories. Because we just climbed 8 stories. And it still towers over us. It's like 20 stories.
2B! Displaying data on central wiring hub.
Yeah, it still doesn't have a name yet. So the pink orbs you can shoot with pod to neutralize them, like I'm doing right now, like that. But the darker purple ones you can't. They are, for all intents and purposes, immune to it. But what they're not immune to is melee attacks. So if you get a shockwave weapon, you can actually destroy the purple bubbles before they even get near you. It's very useful. And it's what I do when I, in the flight unit sections, because you can spam the basic melee attack, and it just does a regular sword swipe. And it's really useful for just negating all the enemy attacks constantly. So you can basically just walk around and infinitely do damage without having to worry about taking any. Incoming. Jesus. I do like that we get to fight this guy again. Because it also makes sense. If they have the 1 or the 4 of them from the start of the game, it would only make sense that they would have
Let's
more.
get to those flight units while we can.
Be careful. The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude.
Copy that.
Yeah, I was about to say, when we arrived at the city ruins, we were supposed to go through this building here, but instead I just jumped all the way down. Shit. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna cut back to the top. Alright, I'm back up here. My dumbass. I don't know why I did that. I do know there is an ending you can get here if you just sort of run off in any direction away from the flight units. There is an ending for that, but we're gonna save those sorts of endings for the end of the game rather than partway through, because it sort of kills the pacing. So for now, we're just gonna play the game as is, and we might have 2 lots of bonus episodes, a side quest bonus episode and a endings bonus episode. Just because I want to show off the game in its full. Damn, it is so much damage. When did the flight units get upgraded to be able to take out these guys so easily? Because if you remember, start of the game, we were doing barely anything to these things. And now we easily took it out. Well, I guess we didn't take it out, we just disabled it.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
It's screaming. You can hear that really low rumble.
Enemy vibrations are growing in intensity. It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
And it exploded. And left a crater.
What the?
Alien.
Unbelievable.
They have an entire warning system
The
for
aliens
alien.
who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years. We're hiding underground?
Yep. So the aliens that started this whole thing, this entire war, have been underground the whole time, and they are finally revealing themselves. How odd.
Yorha, this is your commander.
No.
For the first time in
Oh, right, it's
centuries,
Father Sabo.
we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet.
Yes, I know I have
If we
mail.
can
I'll read it
destroy
later.
them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
I used command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there.
Yeah. Way down there.
If we're lucky.
Oh my god.
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
Okay, so as I was gonna say, that Goliath right there is the one from that was standing over there. And it essentially fell apart from the explosion and just sort of collapsed right there. Oh, hello. While the other one is just completely destroyed. It's what created this crater.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
That's a weird-looking enemy.
I hate these things. The only way you can damage them is by hitting their yellow orb. But because of their twirly bodies, it makes it really hard to do so. And they don't exactly stand still. God, I fucking hate these things. Luckily, this is pretty much the only place where they appear. There's a few other places, but this is the main spot. I'm just gonna run away. I don't like fighting them.
The ground is caved in. There must have been a hollow down there this whole time.
I can just free fall, but I don't want to take fall damage. I think it's still following me. Oh no, it's just the sun.
This hallway
Finally,
looks
a
pretty
useful
old.
pod's light. I do like that they litter everywhere with machines. Not only is it a bit of a power fantasy, like you do so much damage and kill these regular machines so quickly, but it also makes it feel populated. Like, this is actually a machine takeover. They are everywhere. It's not just, oh, here's small pockets of scripted machines in certain areas. No, they are everywhere. Other than certain resistance members in set locations, they're pretty much the only quote-unquote life you see in the game that isn't natural fauna or flora. Which I think is a really, really smart decision. Because it gives this overwhelming feel
Look
of...
at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
Overwhelming feel of, yeah, this is a war, and we're losing it. And yeah,
What
this
is
is
this
definitely
place?
alien.
I don't know.
I also
There's nothing
can't.
like it in the database.
It's holographic walls. It's the machines. And there they are, the aliens. You can actually get a mask
Are
of its
they
head to wear
dead?
as a novelty
be.
item.
Look!
Destroyed alien motherships.
They don't look that
Welcome
big.
to the graveyard of our creators.
Look familiar? These are the guys from the desert. The one that we stabbed, that birthed another one of itself.
You.
2B! Look out!
My name is Adam. The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago. By us. The machines.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of
enemies.
evolution. We can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us, but the humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They killed uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling this riddle of humanity. And now we will allow you to assist us. You were made in their image, after all.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely
I'm
you
staying
see the
quiet so
attraction in
they
this.
can
Are you
talk.
insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I
Love
suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy him. The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens.
Oh, these guys are way over level for me. I'm only level 12.
Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
They're gone.
Yep. So the long-haired one is called
The
Adam.
aliens were already dead.
Yeah,
Every time.
we better get back to the bunker.
Just a moment, though. So the long-haired one was called Adam, while the short-haired one was called Eve. And that is a direct, honest-to-God reference to Adam and Eve from the Bible. I think it's biblical. Pretty sure it's biblical. So Adam essentially birthed Eve from himself after he was stabbed.
Back this way again? What a pain.
Stop complaining.
Yeah.
And from... Oh my god.
2B, this is
Somebody
Operator
get this
60. We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working.
Yeah, so I've heard some things, like theories online about Adam and Eve, and the leading theory is Adam and Eve are supposed to represent humanity, and they are the new cycle of humanity, and they're sort of mimicking the way humans are. That's why Adam birthed Eve, and that's why they're called Adam and Eve. But I'm no fucking literature whiz or scholar or philosopher. I'm just a guy who enjoys video games. So
Hey, how's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander told me to build a new access point, so here you go. Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
will do.
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate too.
Yeah. So basically, you know what I was saying about fast travel? Yeah, I was kind of bullshitting. We have fast travel. Every save point, every access point we find is now a fast travel point. So I jumped the gun a little bit on that, but it's kind of on purpose. Message from 60. 2B, remember that message I sent you about Jupiter? Oh my god, Jupiter fortune telling. I had the girls in R&D do it for me, and I got the worst readings possible for health, work, and love. But that's when I realized something. That stuff is just a bunch of occult crap. I mean, how are you supposed to figure out your destiny by observing another planet? Ridiculous. I'll forge my destiny all on my own. That's the truest desire of every Yoha woman anyway, right? Ha ha ha. No, poor 60. Okay, so yeah, that email is just the DLC, and I regret opening it, because now we'll have those constant fucking side quest notifications everywhere, and there's 3 of them. Oh well. Your new mission is to capture renegade Yoha members. Not only did these members go AWOL, but we've confirmed that they engaged in unlawful conduct, including theft of resistance resources. They'd be taken into custody as soon as possible. Operator 60, note that this is a direct order from the commander. Forwarding it is forbidden. Not that I even have access to that, but yeah, we need to go to the bunker. Also, the reason there's no map data on the bunker is because it's literally in orbit. There's no way to get map data from orbit, and something that is in orbit. Oh, there is actually an ending to do at the bunker. I might do that while I'm there.
That concludes our report on the events surrounding the alien wreckage. Then they were dead this whole time. The Council of Humanity needs time to formulate a plan. Until then, this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one. Of course. Your next mission is to gather additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the Council. Knowledge of such unique individuals is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
You want to keep it confidential, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people here. And that's not even including the operators. So, I don't know how confidential you can keep it, speaking out publicly about it.
Man, the commander sure is a slave driver, huh? And now we have to go back to the city ruins.
Quit your bitching. I'm just gonna get this side quest first because it gives you a weapon.
2B? It's been a while.
I'll rest if I feel like it.
Yeah, this side quest here is about finding someone for another Yoha member, and basically you have to go all the way back to the start and you pick up their weapon and then you get to keep it. 2B, is that you? Yes, but thank goodness, my name is 16D. My instructor, 11B, was one of your squad mates in the assault on the abandoned factory. Yep, that was the one that was leading us that got shot down. So it was the one that was the white one. If you go back to the first episode, there was, I think, 5 black flight units and then 1 white one. The white one got shot down and then 2B became the white one. I'm pretty sure, at least. I don't suppose she was shot down during the battle. Yep. I see. What a shame. She was the closest thing I had to a mentor. She was so strong and admirable. What happened to her body? I don't know. I know it isn't my place to be asking you this, but, well, if you happen to run across anything of hers, would you mind bringing it back to me? It's not a priority or anything, just if you have time. I will. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you. Perfect. Pod, do we have any information about 11B's black box? Negative. 11B's black box is yet to be recovered. She was shot down near the abandoned factory, right? Yep, I know exactly where it is. It is literally the first point that we have control of 2B in the game. Back where we fought the giant buzzsaw. That's where the body is, and that's where the weapon is. But I'm going to quick save because...
Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments, and you should work on
Shut
keeping
up.
your opinions in check. Yorha aren't allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us are better at that than others. Speaking of emotion, those Adam and Eve units sure seemed less than logical.
I'm heading to the transporter.
Fine.
I swear, every time I go to speak, one of them pipes up. It's really annoying. But anyway, as for the ending... Also, doing that completely destroys her skirt. I don't know why. By self-destructing in the bunker, the entire structure ended up exploding in a spectacular fashion, but hey, it sure did look pretty from Earth. Somewhere in the depths of space, the commander still floats about with a stern look on her face. Debunked. So that's ending you. And now I will get back to that point. So, see you then. Okay, and I'm back. Right into the line that they were just talking about, so I'm going to... Oh, fuck, I can't skip it! God damn it! Why do they do this to me?
Some of us are better at that than others. Speaking of emotion, those Adam and Eve units sure seemed less than logical.
I'm heading to the transporter.
Thank God.
Fine.
Okay. And let's just go to the resistance camp. Because I don't know where to go at the moment. I always forget. So yeah, if you use self-destruct, it completely removes 2B's skirt. She's got like a... I want to say unitard? I think that's what it's called. Basically, she shows bare ass until you reload the save, and it's a strange design choice, but knowing how Yoko Taro works, it also makes complete sense. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I also have... Because I have the DLC, I also have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, so I can get the valve eyes and the valve head thing. I can put on like a machine mask, that's just the spherical machine head. I can change Pod's color, or I could just make a Grimoire Vice from Nier Replicant. But I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna keep it vanilla. What do I need to be? Not here. Oh my god, look at all of those side quests. Holy shit. So, I don't know what that is. That's the little sister. This one is 11B, we can do that easily. Your heart betrayers. Your heart betrayers. Your heart betrayers. Okay. Good god. There's so many side quests. Yeah. So there will come a point, I know when it is, where I will have to go off and do all the side quests. Otherwise I'll be locked out of them entirely. And I miss out on a bunch of stuff. So I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I can just fast travel there. What am I doing? So I don't want to miss out on all the side quest stuff, because there's some fun stuff in it, but I also do want to show it off, so I'll try to Where is it? Pascal's village. I'll try to make a quick episode that's just like the important bits of each side quest, cutting out all the meandering about, keeping in all the important dialogue. But I don't know when that'll be. I don't know if it'll be in this episode or the next. I think the next episode will get to that point that I'm referring to. No, it might be 2 episodes, because we still have another section to go before we get to, yeah. So it's going to be a little bit before we get to all the side quest stuff. It's not super important, there's just some neat story stuff, and you can get some cool items.
Oh, it's 9S and 2B, yes. Those machines cost quite the ruckus, don't you think?
We need to talk.
Of course. I'll help however I can.
I don't remember what to ask. It's about the aliens. Do you know anything about the aliens? The aliens? You mean the ones who created us? I'm sorry, there's not much I can tell you. We've been fighting for centuries without a single message from them. I guess you could say that the fact that they never gave us orders anymore is the reason why we quit fighting.
Yes, 2B?
Pascal,
There we go, that's the one.
aside from this village, are there any other machines that are cut off from the network?
I suppose that unpleasant songstress you so kindly defeated in the amusement park wasn't part of the network.
You mean that singing thing?
Oh, and of course there's the Forest Kingdom, but
Forest Kingdom?
yes, it's a vast woodland area not far from here. There's a group of machines there attempting to build a nation of sorts. They're quite hostile to outsiders, however. We can't so much as go near the place.
Where is it?
Northeast of the city ruins. You should be able to reach it by passing through the ruins of the commercial facility. If you go, however, be careful. Things have been rather rough there lately.
This Forest Kingdom sounds like something we should check out.
Yep. Yeah, so it probably will be next episode that we make it to the cutoff section. So at the end of next episode might be cut short, so that we can make space for the side quest episode, because there are some important ones that I want to get done. I can think of 3, but all the rest are pretty meh. The thing is, the cutoff isn't even like the end of the story or leading into an important chapter where things change. There's still a bunch more after it. It's kind of annoying. I guess things do change after it, but I wouldn't think so dramatically that
Say, 2B.
there needs to be a cutoff.
What?
When do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, wait. I think I know what that one was. No, quests. The quests. Yeah, okay, so that was just 6.0 saying that some of the access points are down, and then you go to those access points and clear out the enemies and reactivate them, and then it's all good. That's all hunky-dory. So, not much interesting with that one. It was just literally 6.0 saying, hey, there's some access points
Pascal
down.
was talking
Can you
about.
fix them?
The
Sure thing.
records say it was once a facility known as a shopping center.
Yeah. It once was. For sure. For surely and for surely. That was a lag spike.
No getting through here.
Maybe there's some kind of mechanism we could engage?
Unlikely.
If we were human, we probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More meaningless conjecture.
You're so serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life forms detected above our position.
That's what that bang was.
All hail the Forest King. All hail the Forest
Yeah, one of my favorite
Who the heck is
themes.
the Forest King?
You're getting distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte.
This is another reason why to do side quests, because I am incredibly underleveled. And I have not upgraded my weapons either. So, in between this episode and the last episode, I have not touched the game.
Check this guy. He's just running away.
Yep. We have not seen a machine do this. Come here, you bastard.
It's going to explode!
Yeah, they all explode.
Huh? Hey, where am I?
What's that?
Hey there, guys. What's up?
This thing's weird, 2B. Let's kill it.
Wait, what?
Good idea.
No!
Okay, what was that?
What it was strong enough to make a hole for us to go through. So that is one of the most interesting and honestly greatest characters in this entire
Looks like the
game.
forest is just ahead.
That is Emil, and he has the best side quests in the game, and he also has some pretty fun stuff. Yeah, welcome to the Forest Kingdom. It's literally just dense jungling. Jungle. Well, no, I guess it's not jungle, because jungle implies it's a temperate area. This is pretty normal. It is just forestland.
Here they come. Better keep your guard up.
There are some
I'm aware
secret
of how
weapons
to
here I
fight.
could get,
You
but
just be
I do
careful.
not feel like
I will,
it.
2B.
Specifically, there's one by doing a lot of parkour that I do not feel like doing, so I'm just gonna gun for the main story. Which I'm probably not gonna be able to get very far before the end of this episode, so... It's the... Shit, what are the... It's the Knights of the Round Table. These guys are on par with
What is with these
the Monty
guys?
Python fellas.
Don't
I can't
listen to
remember
what
their
they're
name.
saying, 2B.
There's so many though. I am super underleveled. I'm only level 12. 13 now. Good god. Yeah, normally if you're doing all the side quests, you're usually pretty over leveled for this and just take these guys out super quickly. But because I haven't been doing them, I am super unprepared. So the coming section might be a little tricky. I just don't want to bog down this playthrough with a bunch of side content, because a lot of it is pretty uninteresting and long. Like, there are some side quests that go on for like easily 30 minutes. So I don't want to just fill an entire episode with doing side quests. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, that's not very helpful. I'm just gonna go this way. It's pretty much just going this way. Okay, yeah, right here. I like that they actually have a formation too. Like they get into some sort of, I think it's called a phalanx position. Like the rows that then split off into small groups for strikes, centered around the commander. I'm pretty sure it's called a phalanx position. I could be wrong. I love medieval history and the battle tactics of the time. I find it fascinating. Like, one of my favorite battle tactics of the era was something essentially called the turtle. I don't remember the actual name, but essentially you got a bunch of dudes with giant shields on one end, at the front, sides, back, and some in the middle, and they just place the shields so that they block all arrow fire and all weapon fire. And it's pretty fucking sweet. It was super effective too, because then
How are we supposed to reach that castle?
what they would do is they would split the shields to have the ranks behind them thrust their, usually spears, through the gaps to attack anyone getting too close, and they'd essentially just move forward, taking down enemies. And people always think that knights, the full-plated ones, are the ones that do a lot of the fighting.
King? But how can a concept like loyalty be understood by a machine?
Yeah, a lot of people think that knights, the full-plated armor dudes, are the ones that do all the fighting and the ones that we most see on the battlefield, when really they were just... It's just a specialized unit of people that were trained to fight in that armor, because it was so heavy and cumbersome. It required a lot of training and essentially just really fucking hard to pull off and use in battle, because it was so stiff. So they trained usually to use long swords with special pommels, not pommels, handguards. I can't think of the name of them at the moment. Crossguards. And if they went up with another, oh shit, there is a purpose for this. Don't worry. If they went up against another plated gentleman, they had two tactics at their disposal. Shit, I forgot about that. God damn it! I think I gotta kill these guys first. They had two tactics at their disposal. One was to grab their longsword by the blade and use the crossguard as essentially a hammer or a pick to crush the skulls of their enemies. And the other was a small pointed dagger called a miséricorde. I could be butchering the name, but it is French. It's basically a giant stiletto knife that would slink between the gaps in armor that you could use to puncture certain points to essentially stop them from using weapons or stop them from moving, or if you're lucky enough, go straight through the eye slit to kill them instantly. It's so cool. Brutal and horrifying, but cool. As I said, I love medieval history. I find it fascinating. Probably why I like D&D so much. Ow. Yeah, these guys are tough. They're essentially the arm guys, but specialized in feet. Yeah, where are my foot guys at? Do not leave comments. We do not need your feet fetish in the comments. Lord knows you try to get everyone to participate in it. Anyway. I'm generalizing and having a bit of a joke, but I don't actually mean that. I just think the foot fetish meme is very overblown and really fucking annoying. But then again, I also don't like a lot of shit on the internet, so I'm also a bad frame of reference. By the way I'm doing that pod launch is you hold RB and then jump while you're in the air. It's sort of like a second jump. Oh, it's like a mid-air dash on top of your already there mid-air dash. I only found it out recently too. I played this game for so long without doing it. Also, the reason I'm doing this is because there's a weapon over there. I want the weapon. It's right here. I might as well get it. You can see right over there, there's a box. I couldn't shoot for some reason. Oh, no, fuck you, 9S. You pushed me off. I'm just gonna cut to when I get the box. Hell yeah. Okay, there we go. Got it. It's the Cypress stick. So I want to show this one off. It's a complete meme of a weapon, but I love it. It's really funny, especially when you get it fully upgraded. So basically, I wasted all that time to get this thing. It does 60 and 80. Meanwhile, my main sword does 270 and 324. It's complete dog shit, but it's so funny. And when you fully upgrade it, it basically has massive critical hit. So pretty much every hit becomes a critical hit, and it deals massive damage. I'm talking like almost insta-killing every single enemy. It's that good. And it also has a little extra bonus thing where you can, where each damage value is like cartoonified. It's just a big, like flashy cartoon number, like Comic Sans of the damage value. It's really stupid.
Yep, this looks like a king's castle already.
Yep. I'm gonna blast through this thing because I hate this area. Because it's all 2D side-scrolling. It's also full of enemies I do not like fighting. By the way, these guys are not tougher because they're wearing armor. They're just tougher because I'm so low leveled. You know, I think in between episodes, I'll go off and do some of the more superfluous side quests, like the little sister side quest, because that's really all that quest is there to do, is to show you like how the like the relationships between the machines and how they work, and the naivete of the machines.
Roger that, 9.
And it's really just uninteresting, so I might skip stuff like that.
Wait, no, that's not what you said. You said 9s, or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Ah,
Poor 9S. He's just a goober. You can really bully the enemies. Like, he has not had a chance to attack. Never. You'll have to kill me. You're not very good at that. I haven't died yet. I wonder if I could do this without Yeah, I can do this without dying once. Last time I did it, I did it without dying. I am good at this game, damn it. Even though I've only played it a handful of times. Yeah, those guys came to life. I do not feel like fighting them though. Just like I don't feel like fighting this guy. Because he fucking sucks. Yep, it's another one of those wormy bastards. So infuriating to fight. I'd rather move on to the top, where I will then end the episode, because we are out of time. I'm trying to keep these episodes to 45 minutes, roughly, because I know with Nobody Wants to Die, it got very strained with the episode times. Like, it was very all over the place. So I want to try and keep everything to 45 minutes for this one. And there's nothing special, this is just a nice little Easter egg. It's a blacksmith, Masamune. I see you taking good care of your weapons. However, I'd be happy to sharpen them for you if you wish. Ugh. Yeah, he sells nothing useful, but he does upgrade my weapons. And I don't have... I need to kill some beasts. I need to get some beast hide. Might do that off screen. Ah, your white sword. My master honed that blade very long ago. Wait, I think I misread that. He was a master craftsman who gathered four black and four white weapons and improved on them. But they spilled so much blood that my master sealed them away in various locations across the world. However, I wager you would wield them in service of good. If that is true, you can search for them in sealed shrines throughout the world. And that is what happened with Virtuous Dignity, the spear that we picked up. We found that locked away in a shrine. That's what that was. And if you've noticed, that 9S's sword looks very similar to 2B's. Almost like a black variant. Because that's exactly what it is. It is pretty much just a black variant of the Virtuous Treaty. Virtuous Treaty? No, Virtuous... Shit, what's it called again? Yeah, Virtuous Treaty. No, it's not. What is it called again? Virtuous Contract. Virtuous Treaty is the big sword. And then Virtuous Oath is the spear. And then the final Virtuous weapon is the fists, but I don't really give a shit about those. Okay, here we go. This is the access point I wanted to get to, and we'll save this for next episode. I'm going to end this episode here. So that was pretty packed. We got through the entire forest area. Granted, I didn't exactly do anything or look around. I'm sort of just blasting through the story, because that's the really big part that I like to show off, or that I want to show off, is the main story. So yeah, I think in the next episode, I'm gonna finish out this and then do some more story, and then maybe start on the side quests, and then after that it'll be probably a longer episode. We'll see how long it goes. That's just all of the side quests. It'll probably involve less chatter from me, because I'll probably be playing for a solid 3 hours doing all the side quests, because there is a lot of them, and a lot of them you have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Typical JRPG stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Oops, I fat fingered that. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.